Some stories are forgotten with time. But some stories are so powerful, so full of love and sacrifice, that people remember them for hundreds of years. This is one of those stories, a story from ancient Rome, a story of a father, a daughter, and an act of love that shocked the world. It is called Roman charity. Before we dive deeper, I kindly ask you to subscribe to this channel and like this video. Let's spread lessons of love, sacrifice, and humanity. A long time ago, in the great city of Rome, there lived a man named Cimon. Cimon was not an ordinary man. He was once a respected judge who worked for the people. His job was to listen to cases, give justice, and make sure laws were followed. Many people in the city knew his name. But life does not always stay the same. After some years, Cimon lost his position. His enemies in politics turned against him, and soon he had no power, no job, and no money. From being respected, he became poor and forgotten. Cimon still had something special in his life. He had a daughter named Pero. Pero was a young woman, full of kindness and love. She was known for her gentle heart. She always cared for her father, no matter what happened to him. Even though they had no wealth, she stayed loyal. She believed it was her duty to stand beside her father in good times and in bad times. But Cimon's troubles grew worse. Because of his enemies, he was thrown into prison. The punishment was cruel. He was not to be killed quickly. Instead, he was to die slowly from hunger. The dark prison was cold, the air was heavy, and the iron bars closed him in. Days passed, no food, no water. His strength grew weaker. His body became thin, but his spirit still hoped to see someone he loved. Every day, Cimon's daughter, Pero, came to visit him. She was young, kind, and full of love for her father. When she entered the prison, her father's eyes filled with tears. Cimon whispered, "My daughter, I am so happy to see you. But I have no food. My body grows weaker each day." Pero held his hands and cried, "Father, I will not let you die. I will find a way to help you." But what could she do? The guards never gave her food to share. They searched her every time she entered. Nothing could be hidden. Days went by. Cimon's body was failing. He could hardly stand. Pero felt her heart breaking. Then she thought of something. She had a baby at home, and as a mother, she carried milk for her child. A bold, dangerous idea came to her mind. Could she give that milk to her father? Could a daughter save her parent in this way? She looked at her father, pale, starving, weak. She knew what she must do. The next day, Pero entered the prison again. The guards checked her as usual. No bread, no water. They allowed her inside. She came close to her father and whispered, "Father, do not lose hope. I will give you life." Her father looked at her with tired eyes. "What do you mean, my child?" Pero held her baby close, then gently gave her father milk from her breast. At first, Cimon refused. "No, my daughter, this is shameful. You should not give me what belongs to your baby." But Pero insisted with tears in her eyes. "Father, if I do nothing, you will die. Let me give you this gift. Let me save you." Finally, Cimon accepted. He drank the milk. And slowly, day by day, his strength began to return. For many days, this continued. Pero would come to the prison, holding her baby, hiding her secret. She would feed her father, keeping him alive. The guards began to wonder, "How is this man not dead yet? He has no food. How does he still live?" So they watched carefully, and one day they saw the truth. Pero was caught, feeding her father with her milk. The guards were shocked. Some became angry. "This is against the rules," one guard shouted. Another said, "It is shameful. She feeds her father as if he were a child." They dragged Pero before the judge. But when the judge saw her and heard the full story, he was silent. He looked at the father, weak but alive. He looked at the daughter, strong in her love and sacrifice. And then, with a voice full of wonder, the judge said, "This is not shame. This is not a crime. This is love, the purest love I have ever seen." The people of Rome heard about the story. Many wept, some were amazed. They called it Caritas Romana, Roman charity. The judge was so moved by Pero's devotion that he gave an order, "Release this man. Let him go free, for a daughter who loves her father like this deserves mercy." And so Cimon was set free. He walked out of the prison, held by his daughter's hand. This story has been told for hundreds of years, not because of kings or battles, but because it shows something stronger: sacrifice and love. A daughter gave everything to save her father, and the world remembered. True love asks for nothing in return. True love is sacrifice. And sometimes, the one we save is the one who once saved us.